Hello everyone, welcome to the Engineering Projects YouTube channel. In this video tutorial, we will create the front-end part of this, edit the menu links uh, right here. So whenever you will click on edit, you are able to edit the location, the name, and the URL. It is really complex, but we will take it really slowly so that you can understand what is the basic concept behind this. Okay, so whenever we will click here, this will always be the drop down list which you can select here, so you can dynamically edit the whole menu links list. Okay, so first of all we need to click Listner for this edit. Okay, so right here you can see that when we are using this Ajax, okay, so here we have edit menu links list id, links list class. Okay, so by this class we can capture the click event. How? Simply we will use document dot on click this function and this. Okay, so now we can capture the click event from this. You can see that console.log, and like this. Now refresh it. So whenever you will click on this menu edit, you will see a message like this, and even I will click on this, you will also see the counter is begin. Okay, now what we need, we are actually wanted to change the values. So here we have this is the span one, so we need its parent. So here we have td, and we need its parent 2. Now we have row, the whole row, and we need row children. So we have the first children as 0 and the second as 1, and we need to capture this is 0 and this is 1, so we need to capture this 1. So we will use dot eq1, it's mean first child on index 1, and click if I will click enter, and you can see we have this td. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to replace the data within this. Okay, so what I will do, I will use, okay, first we have this. Okay, let's copy this key, and here we are getting this. Okay, now actually what we need, if we are talking about drop down list, then there is the id which identify the value or the name of drop down. So here when we are rendering this menu location, we also need to identify what will be the location id. Okay, so in the model list we have menu log id, and we also have to send this from this query. So what we need to do, we need to use menu links dot menu log id, and now you can see we are also sending the menu location ID. Now copy this and replace the store procedure and execute. Okay, we have an error. So where is the error? I don't know where is the error. Okay, yeah, we don't need to use this. Okay, now execute. It's done. Now we are also getting the ID, and we need to place that ID here. Okay, we will use span instead of this. Okay, we use span instead of, even that we can also apply value here is equal this, and here we can use this. Now refresh it, and once it's get refreshed, you have to inspect the element to confirm that the ID is get bind with that. When the ID is get bind, we will store the ID into the temporary variable. Then we will render the drop down in this table data cell and set the value according to the extracted value which we have stored in the temporary variable. It will help us to let the user know which was the previous value that user have selected, and if the user will not change that value will be get updated as it is. So it will give the great usability to the user. Now you can see here the menu location appear, but not the ID. Okay, let's see. Oops, something happened wrong, and that is here we have to change the value, and we have to use span here, span, and here span 2. Now refresh. Okay, so it's working like this. It's in the span. Oh yeah, we have value location, it's stored in the location. Oh yes, the problem is that we are rendering by IDs here. Okay, so we should also stop this and use object. So right now what happened, on the index 1 the location appears, but it is the position of menu lock ID. So we need to change this to 3 and 4, and we also need to use this because it is a kind of integer. And now execute. Now here the application is get executed, and you can see it's working. Now what we need to do, come here and add value in this. Also replace menu lock with this. Okay, and now refresh. So when you will inspect this, you will get to know there is a ID which is bind here, and in the next video tutorial I will use this ID and replace this TD with the static drop down list by which user can change values, like user can change values by this drop down. I hope this video tutorial regarding the edit click event will be informative for you. If you have any kind of question, you can ask us, and don't forget to subscribe the Engineering Projects YouTube channel. Take care, bye bye, have fun.